Hello, noble people. My name is The Noble, and this video is going to be kind of a different video. I'm going to be reacting to Verify, reacting to Wolf. So, Wolf did a video that is a very important video. I recommend you go and check it out. But basically, TLDR, a lot of stuff was happening at events and also online that Wolf wants to change stuff. People have become so parasocial and so obsessed with Wolf that he wants to kind of change stuff. The big one is that he was getting groped when doing fan interactions, and that is not okay. You are so weird if you're doing that. So, and that's so sad that he is. That's one of the reasons. The other one is he's getting anxiety with how much people are there, and he can't hang out with his friends. He's constantly being bombarded. He had to leave the world tournament after he got eliminated because he couldn't watch it in person. He had to go back to his hotel and watch it. In terms of online, how much hate and almost how much unneeded support he's gotten. Once this world championship happened, there's so many people being so happy and so hatred towards him because Wolf lost the worlds, even though Wolf was happy with what he got in there. Then, on the other side, you have people who are supporting him to the point where they're trying to undermine the actual person who won victory because they're trying to say Wolf actually helped him, when that's not the case. And I recommend you go and watch the Wolfie video. It gives you more stuff. The basic TLDR is he is not going to be doing stuff around 4 months, and might do worlds, might not do worlds. But basically, I hate Verify. And I watched the video, me and my brother were watching the video, and I was even thinking in my brain, oh, Verify is going to make a really stupid video about that. I'm going to have to, I'll do probably a short or something. And my brother's like, you should do a bingo board of how predictable he is. So that is what I did. This is an unfinished bingo board of the stuff that we are going to be ranking in this video. The entire concept of this video is the video will not end until we fully actually complete this board. It does not have the last row because I am so confident that I am going to go on a limb and say that Verify will most likely fill all the board up decently quickly. And how we're going to do this is, since there's no bottom, I can't go do diagonals, and going 3 down, especially with the free space, would be a little too easy. So the only way for me to get a bingo is to go the 4 across. So the free space will count for that one, obviously, but the only way to win would be 4 across for those 3. So I only have 3 chances to win, and it all relies on what Verify says. So I think this is going to be kind of funny, because if he's such a parody of himself, what I think he is, then I genuinely think that this video probably won't be under 20 minutes. Maybe it might be under 20 minutes. I'm not sure. It did something weird. We'll just be waiting to see. So without further ado, let's watch this idiot.
Wolf Blink is evil. His entire existence in the
Okay. Comments about his personality within the 2 seconds. That 3 seconds. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I should do free space too. Oh my gosh. You can't be serious.
Pokemon community has been cheating, then lying about.
Okay, that is others cheating, and that is Wolfie cheating. Great start. 5 seconds in, and we have 3 things spilled, not counting free space.
About it to steal prize money and opportunity from others. If you present this truth, he'll defame you and then leverage his massive audience to harass you, and then constantly lie his way out of it.
Yeah.
So when I hear that
definitely you not lying,
uploaded a video about him quitting, I was kind of skeptical. I'm like, oh, is this YouTuber kind of quitting? Not really. Let's see what's going on here. But when you take that in, that the only goal for Wolf is to get as much power and influence as possible. And I've done multiple videos breaking down who...
Yep, nope, that is going to be a, doesn't understand something. Actually, no, I won't, that won't be a doesn't understand something, because that's supposed to be the video. This is him talking about something unrelated. He's talking about how he wants to be power hungry? Is that what he just said? Sorry, I'm actually going to.
As
I
much
know I said it.
power and influence as possible. And I've
Yeah, that's his goal. Does he actually think? I'm gonna be honest. I have not watched a Verlicify video. I've seen the titles and I look at what he says in the comments, so I know what you don't need to watch it to understand what he is. Does he actually think Wolfie's like an evil supervillain, like from Marvel or something? Or is he actually that insane? Oh my gosh.
done multiple
Sorry, I hit the
videos
mic.
breaking down who Wolf Glick is as a person because he
Mm-hmm.
has zero morality. The only thing that matters to him is fame and fortune.
Sure.
And he's effectively said that in DMs, where I also did a video breaking that down. So if you want like the full proof of all this, it is 100% a fact.
No,
that
it's
Wolf
not.
is a career
Shut
long,
up.
habitual liar and cheater.
Uh-huh.
Compulsive liar in many cases as well, that I've also shown.
Uh-huh.
You can check out this Twitter thread.
That's a rant about Wolf. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, no, like, it's it's even a minute, and he hasn't even talked about the. He's mentioned that the video of him quitting. When he's not quitting, he's taking a 4-month break from in-person tournaments. He's still doing YouTube. You're an idiot. We're already really. I won't even be able. This might be a YouTube short for all I know, because no, YouTube shorts are 3 minutes, but. This is it's so comically funny to me that he's become such a character of himself that I can just do a bingo card that's not even filled out.
You could watch the video. You can also watch the video where I break down the
Nope,
DMs. With
not
Wolf,
no one
because
will watch
the only
that.
thing he cares about is like Pokemon getting more popular. But if he's the world champion or former world champion or most popular influencer, then he wants to be on top of that, and he'll do anything to get it.
What are you talking
now, this
about?
started with Wolf back in 2016 because he got mad at
Oh
me
my God.
for calling out cheating in competitive Pokemon, like using hatch
He
Pokemon
didn't.
to gain an advantage, to steal prize money and opportunity from others,
Mm-hmm.
breaking the rules. There is zero excuse. It is indefensible. But he says,
Mm-hmm.
I'm witch hunting by catching hackers in the Pokemon community.
You are.
No wonder a cheater is offended by that. And then I caught him with his Dream Ball Raichu, and then 2016 happened. He won Worlds in this messed up timeline.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
but
God,
also really
stop
exposed that he did
talking
it with Hatch
about
Pokemon,
the stupid
and
cheating.
then everything got crazy from there. So when you hear what Wolf says in his video from like that perspective of he's always just been evil and plotting, it's really weird to break down. So we're halfway through it because there's the in-person things that happen and then the online things that have happened, and it's also really rambly because you have to watch my video about him deflecting the cheating scandal at 2023 Worlds, because it also
I
shows
don't.
like, oh, there can never be problems when Wolf is at the top. That he's not allowed to acknowledge cheating at the Pokemon events because then
This
it
is not what
brings
the
a lot of
video's
questions, like, oh,
about.
how legitimate
Are you
is
genuinely
the
brain
cheating?
dead?
And he also can't condemn the cheating because he is a proven cheater himself. So that
Oh my
really
gosh.
exposes
You
the
sound so
hypocrisy
stupid.
and how
Like,
much
genuinely,
of a
your voice
liar
is grating.
he is. So it's always deflection with him. And then he says things about how people.
Sorry, no. Him saying it's always deflection with him, where I have seen Wolfie own up to, like, own mistakes in, like, his videos, even some of the live streams that I've seen, or whatever. You can't talk about deflection. I just watched the like counter went up, that's sad. You cannot talk about deflection, and then you deflect anything when someone gives you your own criticism. Also, I forgot to talk about how he likes AI and does AI. All these stuffs are AI. Like, that might not be AI, but even then, that art looks a little weird, so I don't care. Why does he put crabs in the I didn't even realize that he put crabs. Is this like crab rave? Wow, talk
Or,
about
like,
cringe.
mean to him online when he does the same thing to others multiple times, and it ended up with him defending an abuser.
He
And
didn't.
it's so bad that that abuser has said they are sick and they will always be an abuser. Wolf defended them because that person turned on
Nope.
Cased Victory, and there was beef inside the Pokemon community
Nope.
where Wolf was playing victim. That, despite being the most popular,
Nope.
beloved Pokemon.
Okay, so I don't know if he's talking about the new one, because the new one has nothing to do with Wolfie. There was an old case, I think, of something going on, and I think it was disproven. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if that's him not understanding something. I'm kind of be honest, I'm kind of waiting for him to say something. He hasn't been able to underplay the video yet because he hasn't actually talked about the video. If he underplays the video, then we're done with this video. But like I don't think he hasn't outright said that he's better than Wolf, like fully. I want him to say I am better than Wolf.
Pokemon
Maybe
VGC
this
player
would be
PokeTuber, even like in 2020, he felt that the community didn't like him. And so it's just all this like weird stuff where like, yeah, Wolf is just dishonest and a fraud, and now whatever's going on here, and I'm just going to react to it.
So yeah, that's the in-person stuff. There's more. But wait, there's more. Good job. How am I doing on time? This video's not going to get under 20 minutes. Okay, moving on.
Does he have it in 2 times speed?
In-person issues that I've been facing, I would say, are part of a broader trend that I'm going to describe as parasocial behavior. I don't know if that's actually the right way to use the term, but I'm going to describe it as parasocial behavior.
Oh my gosh, he actually is just silent reacting to this. Good reaction.
It has also been extremely noticeable online. In fact, it's possible that some of you have seen a lot of this parasocial behavior online. And I mean parasocial both in people who are fans of mine and people who are not fans of mine, people who actively dislike me. And I guess what I would say is, we'll talk about the negative stuff first, because I think that's probably easier to understand. I am not, like I said, I think I'm a relatively reasonable person, and so I'm not sitting here thinking, I should get no criticism, I should get no hate. Like, I'm a person with 2 million subscribers on YouTube, people are going to have negative opinions about me, that's just human nature. And my personal goal has never been...
Why, is he just genuinely... Sorry, I'm going to pause, I know I said I wouldn't pause. This is like one of the worst reactions I've ever seen. So he rants, what is it? He rants for almost... like 3 minutes long about the cheat. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Technically, I should get a bingo if I placed these in the correct place. But he rants and then proceeds to go dead silent. That's like XQC levels of like reaction where he just sits there and doesn't do anything.
I think the only way to be liked by
He's watching at 2 times speed too, which is really stupid. And I think it's more scummy too.
Like, oh, I'm getting criticism online, or I'm getting, people are being hateful or sending me mean things online, and that's making me sad. Because it's always been the case, right? I mean, that's been the case for forever. Most of you have probably seen somebody harass me about something or other at some point, right? That's just part of being online. I actually think I have relatively thick skin because I've been in the game for so long. But what I want to say is that the vitriol present in some of the messages, especially messages around me losing, I found it to be very jarring this year.
The hate and vitriol thing is crazy because he's the cheater that has to...
Shut up. Shut up. That is 100% and under... Is that him? Isn't him under... Let's finish what he says.
About it.
Sorry.
Every opportunity to preserve his fraudulent career, and then he also deflects that hate and vitriol onto others. Because what happened here was I looked at Wolf's officially posted team when he won the Players' Cup 2 and went, yo, this looks like as sus and as cheated as it gets, especially the Moltres. And then he responded to that, and inside of this, there's also a lie that I went 0-4 in my only regionals.
The person accusing me here has never... Well, actually, I think they played in an official VGC tournament. They went 0 wins, 4 losses, dropped from the tournament, and then told everyone they went undefeated. So that I believe...
That's just a lie.
No, it's not. People have the things. I know what he's talking about. Versify always... He's banned from tournaments, by the way. If you did not know that. He talks about how much he wins, never is shown any proof. Wolfie is 100% correct here. So not only is Versify trying to, again, bash Wolfie for no reason, but he's just wrong. Because, like, I don't know what else to say. Like, he did not win. Like, there is no actual proof. If you go to, like, I think official Rusa, I think he's won a couple, but the one that they're talking about, he's never won undefeated. And he's banned from all other tournaments. He's also banned from the World's chat. He cannot chat in Pokemon, which is really funny.
Like, Wolf has to deflect from his cheating with lies. He does this to other people, and then he plays victim, or just, like, is just so evil and malicious.
Oh my god.
He doesn't care. But then the irony is, despite that video, despite the lies, oh wait, we have the maker of PK Hex data mining the team and then confirming the Moltres was hacked. Verlicify always right. So Wolf just...
And that is a talk about himself. And also, by the way, he's friends with the person who made PK Hacks. I don't know what that says about his viability when it comes to cheating. I don't know. If you are best friends or really good friends with people who do literally entire thing online is making hacks, then that's probably not a good sign. I still don't know if this is him underplaying the video. He hasn't outright said, I don't think. He just keeps talking about how evil he is, which isn't necessarily him underplaying the video yet. I guess he hasn't commented about the appearance either.
Compulsive liar. I also catch that when he made a statement on June the King's video. I did an entire video breaking that down on how just like everything here is just a lie, not a well-researched video. Slandering me over saying that like I confused.
Did he? No. Okay. I'm sorry. This is another one. He just said that wasn't a very well-researched video, and then it proceeds to say very well-researched video.
Well-researched video.
Sorry, I want to
Breaking
actually
that
hear.
down on how just like everything here is just a lie, not a well-researched video.
No, like you need to get your eyes checked and your entire head and skull checked. You cannot be serious. Oh, it was not actually researched well. Researched very well. One small note. What? Are you dumb? Like I just can't believe that.
Video, slandering me over saying that like, and then because there was out it to.
Sorry, I'm skipping ahead until he actually gets
overall
back to the
generic
video.
Pokemon, he admitted to cheating in multiple. Just wolf speculation is.
Oh my
the
gosh.
company was shiny. So having time in 2012 that you had to select moves in a reasonable amount of time, or else you got rules on a cheater. Thing is about preserving his persona, preserving his fame and fortune, so he doesn't care the harassment or incitement from his lies.
What?
This thing is about life in Pokemon. Either way, lying comes as naturally as breathing to WolfClick because everything is about
So it does to you.
his persona, preserving his fame and fortune, so he doesn't care the harassment or incitement from his lies.
Okay, nope, that's underplaying the video, and we are done watching this piece of human filth. Thank you for watching. Editing Noble here. This is the end of the video. I'm gonna have a little bit of a wrap up. I actually recorded for a lot longer and went to 28 minutes, so I wanted to try and cut that down. Basically, I went back through the video and actually was like, okay, let's see if he actually did any other stuff, and I ended up crossing off that he's better than Wolf and he doesn't understand the video because he didn't understand the video and just blatantly said he was better than Wolf at multiple parts, which I was more shell-shocked that he actually thinks Wolfie is a genuinely, like, super villain. I've never watched a Versify video before. I said that in this. The fact that he genuinely thinks like he's like evil and super malicious is insane to me, and he is the parasocial stuff that Wolfie is talking about. And you might be wondering why I'm making this a video instead of doing like a short or something or whatever, and I have kind of a requirement or something that I always do, especially with the channel size that I do have. If I see something that I'm not going to stand for, call it out. I'm not going to stand idly by and watch someone that I care about in terms of like what their channel do and like enjoy their content and actually getting me invested. Wolfie is the person who's getting me invested into competitive, and when Champions comes out, I'm actually going to try and do like online tournaments and try and actually like do competitive because he got me into that. So seeing someone that I like their content struggle with something and struggle with a horrible situation and see an absolute bozo piece of human filth just be completely horrible, I have to call them out. There's so many people in that one short that I made about Versify like, oh, you don't want to do harassment, doing targeted harassment's bad. Shut up. I'm not doing targeted harassment. I'm not telling you guys to go to his channel and type KYS. No, never do that. Never do death threats. Never do doxing. All of that stuff is stupid. Yet, Versify's fans go and do that. They'll say kill yourself, or they'll say they'll dox you. I know that I went and looked. But I'm going to make a video. I'm going to dislike it. I'm going to tell you guys to go dislike the video. That's one of the things that will actually push it down in the algorithm, actually. So that is pretty much all we have to say. I think this is hilarious that I was able to actually complete it decently fast. I thought I completed it in 7 minutes, but I actually skipped over that one part when he was talking about cheating for an expedited period of time. So I was able to fill almost all this board but 2 spots within 4 minutes of a 44-minute video. That's insane to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay noble. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.